Boom! Science just took a quantum leap. Researchers are now using stem cells to create structures that are uncannily similar to human embryos. This breakthrough could spark a revolution, but it's also prompting calls for stricter rules in this high-speed express lane of scientific advancement. From all over the world, labs have been popping preprint studies like champagne corks in the past week. Each one details their unique method in this embryo creation race. But hold your horses, folks, these studies are still waiting on peer review. What's the magic trick, you ask? These labs have coaxed human embryonic stem cells into self-assembling into embryo-like structures. And get this, they did it without sperm, eggs, or fertilization. And why, you may wonder? To give scientists a new model to study human embryos, busting through ethical boundaries that previously seemed unassailable. It's hoped this could shine a light on the causes of birth defects, genetic disorders, and pregnancy problems. First out of the gate was Magdalena Zernickagetz of Cambridge University, spilling the beans last Wednesday at the International Society for Stem Cell Research's annual meeting in Boston. Not a day later, Jacob Hanna's team from the Weizmann Institute of Science in Israel dropped their own preprint study. Next thing we know, other labs from the United States and China are joining this thrilling race, publishing their own data. Media buzz calls these cell clusters synthetic embryos, but the scientists are throwing down a challenge flag on that term. They argue that these structures, grown from stem cells, aren't fully synthetic nor should be classified as embryos. This whirlwind of discoveries underlines just how fiercely competitive this field is. Both the Zernickagetz and Hanna teams have achieved impressive feats, but both are refusing to take a bow as first. Dr. Jacob Hanna insists his models even include embryonic features like a placenta, a yolk sac, and an amniotic cavity. Fellow researchers are tipping their hats to Hanna's work, lauding the almost uncanny resemblance of his models to natural embryos. Darius Wadura from the University of Reading stresses that while the impact of both studies is sky-high, it's best to keep our feet on the ground and wait for peer reviews before drawing any conclusions. In the spirit of a thrilling 14-day race, the legal limit for growing human embryos in labs in many countries, these teams have developed their models. But, oh boy, the rules and regulations have some catching up to do. Cambridge University is taking the bull by the horns, working on the first governance framework for stem cell-based human embryo models in the UK. But here's the kicker, scientists assure us they won't be implanting these models into a human womb. As this high-stakes scientific adventure unfolds, researchers are urging for caution, transparency, and a level-headed approach. Because a stumble now could cause a major setback for this thrilling field. So, buckle up folks, because we're in for a wild ride.